afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Main Street Fire Rescue. It's Maddie again, and welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom. We are here on a special assignment. We're requested here, if you will. Well, not requested, I'm requesting myself to be here. There was some news that broke, okay? And before we all go, you know, the pixie dusters are going crazy right now. Oh my gosh, like they are in full tilt right now because new construction plans have come to light and a possible new project has been greenlit for a place none other than right here where I'm standing at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is one of the lowest census parks now that Pandora is kind of easing off, you know, comparable to Magic Kingdom and the rest of them. And they really need more things to do here. That is a big problem here. There's not enough to do. So what looks like, again I say looks like, is going to happen at some point is there's going to be Dino Land USA is going to be changed around a bit, if you will. If you all can remember the blue sky craziness, nonsense, whatever you want to call it, at D23 almost 2 years ago, they did this Encanto stuff. They did, you know, Beyond Big Thunder Mountain and all that. Well, it looks like they might have merged some of that into Animal Kingdom, and who knows what's going to ever happen to Beyond Big Thunder Mountain. But right now the topic is Animal Kingdom, and it looks like, again I say looks like, they're going to start on some projects here at some point because they've already gotten some construction permits filed with the county, which you can find those, and it looks like they're starting progress on a would be a construction lot over behind, I think it's Dino Land USA in that area. I'll have to look on a map and see exactly where it's at, but it's in the back lot. Basically what they're doing is they're building a giant storage lot and a giant lot to house a bunch of trailers and everything for construction projects. And the way this thing looks is it looks like it might be there for a while, meaning there might not be one but two overall projects coming to Animal Kingdom. It needs it bad. My thing on the Dino Land retheme, because they were talking about that last year at Destination D23, I think it's a great idea, but again it doesn't solve the problem that we're up against here. There's so many hotels being built both in and around here, and now you got that giant lagoon hotel that's not far from here. You got more and more people staying around here, and the theme parks haven't changed since 1998. That was the last time Animal Kingdom was added. So they really need more theme park or more land, more theme park expansion to move guests around, and they need more guest offerings in each park. There's a whole nother discussion for another day, but it's been talked about, you know, why are the parks crowded? Are they really that crowded, or do they appear crowded because there's nothing for people to do? I think it's the latter. I really do, especially when you compare crowd levels today versus prior to 2020 and even beyond that. So I'm going to take you all through Dino Land, the current Dino Land that's right there, and I'll show you around a little bit, show you what they're looking at replacing. There is an attraction over there. Well, there's two. There's the dinosaur attraction, then there's the Triceratops top spin ride. There used to be another one, Primeval Whirl, which is gone now. That was a dual track roller coaster. It was kind of like a Mad Mouse style roller coaster where the carts spinned a little bit. It was cool. It was enough to, you know, get people on rides. They tore that out after the parks reopened. Nobody really knows why they did it, but they did it anyway. So we're going to talk about this update, or what this expansion means, what the timeline might be if should they start on it, and what might go where. So the other thing we're going to do is might do some attractions. We are in a slower week. Spring break, the main meat and potatoes spring break last week ended. We still have another big meat and big meat and potatoes spring break. Like, it's like the main course coming up, the one that's going to be really crowded, really expensive, because you can see the prices. That's coming the week after this one, and it's basically a 2-week endeavor because you also have Easter in there. So let's take advantage of some lower crowd levels, because I have a feeling in another week it's not going to be like that. But we might do some attractions and just walk around Animal Kingdom, have a good time. And if I got time at the end of the day, they are closing at 7 tonight, so we might jump over to Hollywood Studios if it's not that chaotic. But without saying much more and wasting much more time with me running my suck over here, let's get our asses in gear and get this vlog in service. Let's head on in to Animal Kingdom. So right here, now we're entering into Dino Land USA, and part of it has a couple different subsections. You have Dino Land USA as a whole, and then they have this huge play area over to my left, which is the boneyard, like a dig site. They have a bunch of restaurants to my right. They've got some one attraction up ahead, which is Triceratops Spin. So this part of Dino Land is themed like you're traveling along a road, Route 66 to be more exact, and you come across this carnival, dinosaur-themed carnival, that's been set up kind of out in the middle of nowhere as an attraction along Route 66. This is a fun little ride here. We're going to work our way back to Dinosaur in a minute, but show you kind of what's here. They do have some character meet and greets, nothing like before. This used to be the land of character meet and greets out here. There was probably at least 8 to 10 of them out here. Again, things that sadly never came back after 2020. But right under through here is Chester and Hester's Dinorama, which is, again, set up to be like a roadside carnival. You know how I guess they might still do it, not nearly as much, but you know how they set up the carnivals in the parking lots of businesses and that. I mean, you can even see the parking lines and everything here. I mean, it's cool theming. But right here where this giant blue fence of nothing is, there's a giant nothing behind here. There's nothing at all. But this used to be the location of Primeval Whirl, which you can see took up a huge area. Like I said, it was a dual track Mad Mouse style roller coaster that spun halfway around the ride. It kind of spun you around. It was cool. I never got to ride it. One of those things I wish I would have, but I just never did. And again, it wasn't very popular all the time, but on busy times, a lot of people would ride it. And so they took that out. And so all that's here now are these games that are kind of like carnival games. And then you have Triceratops Spin right here. This area would be obviously leaving. This whole area would be leaving. And the theming behind it is, it's hard to say what the theming is, because they're looking at an Encanto land, or not Encanto land, but an Encanto attraction, a brand new Indiana Jones attraction, which I'll show you where that's going to go, and then a Coco attraction. Rumors are they're going to theme it to maybe like the African rainforest. Don't quote me on that, but that would be a cool concept. How they're going to do that and tie in Indiana Jones, Encanto, and Coco, not really sure. But I'm open to suggestions. But this area needs something very badly, because this is, when you look at this, I mean, realistically, you see better offerings at a Six Flags. And I'm not, not trying to bash Six Flags too much, but let's face it, the reason Disney World the Disney parks are what they are and why they are expensive is because you're supposed to be able to get experiences you can't get anywhere else. And this is just kind of like slapped together. Also here, you've got all these gift shops. Now, I want to go in one of these right here. Stop your motor, no smoking. But you can see they're like these old school roadside souvenir shops and restaurants. And this one's really neat because they have up in the ceiling is a freaking train set. And sometimes it's running, sometimes it's not. I don't see it running. But then they have like all these dinoramas and models set up there. This is real easy to miss because people usually will come off the dinosaur ride, which is right back there, and come straight through here and miss all of this because they're on their way to the next ride. But there's all kinds of cool shit in here. Oh yeah, here's a train. It's not running. It's right there though. As you see, it's got dinosaurs and everything on it. But in each corner, there's these giant freaking model setups, which are really, really cool. are going to be down here in the next couple of months, take a look in here and check all this stuff out. Let's take a look at the ride time. We might take a little ride on Dinosaur while we're back here. Now, the one thing I will say is, man, these pixie dusters are going full tilt right now. If you listen to some of them, you'd think that like construction is starting tomorrow, and that's not the case. Basically, they sound like they have approval. They've got permits in place. They're starting this. My guess is they're going to make some kind of an announcement at D23 this year in Anaheim. That's usually the big D23, and then after that, then things might get started. But I mean, look at Tron. Tron was announced in 2017, and construction I don't think started until 2019. So that's the only downside to, you know, these projects here, is they take so freaking long to build. You know, Universal's building an entire park in 3 years roughly, and you know, what's it going to take Disney to overhaul an entire land like this? 4 or 5 years? I mean, hopefully not, but you know, if they really put their nose to the grindstone, they can do it in about a year and a half. I mean, Universal completely reworked the Woody Woodpecker Kid Zone and Curious George areas within about a year and a half. You know, so if Disney puts their head, you know, nose to the grindstone and works their asses off, they can get this done in about a year and a half, 2 years. But if they're going to do like what they did at Epcot, you know, and honestly, I don't think they can afford to have another 5-year project like this, because I mean, Universal's coming fast. That's what she said. Universal's on the move. You know, they're building stuff at record pace, so they're gonna probably want to get this done ASAP. We're gonna go from to the left side of the Triceratops spin here. That thing's got quite a line for it for being late in the day. So this area is where we're going back. There's some really cool restaurants. There's a really cool bar back here that's themed like a research tent. Again, used to be tons of meet and greets back here that are gone. One of the best meet and greet spots was right here. It was Launchpad McQuack. He had one of the greatest meet and greets ever. This was another sad thing that never came back after 2020. But you can see right here, there he is. You know, hopefully if they redo this again, they will, you know, bring these character meet and greets back, because Animal Kingdom was like the best spot to go for characters, because they had tons of them out here. But again, we're just dealing, I'm glad they're remaking this, because really this is wasted space. You can tell they made this specifically for Launchpad. I mean, it's an airplane hangar, and it's got his damn name on there. Along this trail, this Cretaceous trail, was a shit ton of meet and greets. You had Daisy back here, you had Chip and Dale that were dressed up like dinosaurs. I think there was a couple more. But anywhere you see Donald's Dino Bash, yeah, this is all meet and greet. There's Daisy's right there. Hey, this is a really cool area back here that sadly nobody goes. Oh wait, they are back here. Holy shit, they're actually using a meet and greet. So this is Chip and Dale's back here. They're dressed in their dino outfits. Well, I won't bother them. So you had Chip and Dale back there, and you had Daisy here. I'm not sure if Daisy still uses this or not. And then Launchpad McQuack over there. Over by the carnival area was at least 4 or 5 other characters. And then right here's another restaurant right over here. And then this is the dinosaur ride. I feel like now, as they said, there potentially is going to be construction starting at some point. Everybody's going to now ride this. So this ride, which normally has about a 10-minute wait time, is going to have like hour-long wait times now. Because if with a capital I, their concept art and what they're discussing is correct, this would be the new Indiana Jones ride. Yeah, but again, I would say at least 2.5, 3 years away from anything like that. But so you can see it, let's take a ride. Let's take a ride on this thing. 10-minute wait. I don't go on this hardly at all, so let's give it a run. Well, that was a quick ride. So basically the ride's not working right now, and they said 10-15 minutes of downtime, but it's probably gonna be a little longer than that. I got in there for a little bit and I'm like, yeah, no, the lines are starting to back up a little bit, so we'll try it again later on. The park's, I got another hour before the park closes. Again, wish the park would stop closing at 7 and stay open till 10 like they used to. But this is a cool water feature here with this dino. You can hear the announcement that the ride is down. This reminds me of the Universe of Energy display, how they had it. Very similar, except with Dinosaur, they had a giant wall of mirrors which had Universe of Energy on it, and they had this, you know, water display below it. It's kind of a rough evening right now. So Dinosaur's not working. Kali River Rapids isn't working. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But anyway, let's walk through here real quick. We'll head around a little bit. So this is another meet and greet as part of Donald's Dino Bash. This one rotates from time to time. Oh, that's cool. They got a pin truck out here. That's really neat. Let's see what kind of pins they got. Oh, they have the Christmas sets. That's cool. Some of the older ones. Wow. The magical medallions are really cool. Definitely a fan of the Atlantis one. Arendelle. Wow. Oh, look at the keys. That's cool. All the lands of the Magic Kingdom. I see what they did there. I got all excited because I'm like, my gosh, you know, you could add to the collection. No, these aren't for sale. Damn it. So we'll head through Dino Land, USA. Go check out a little Expedition Everest. But yes, this is the land that they're going to look to completely overhaul. I mean, it's a big, big area. The other question becomes, you know, you don't want to be really having this down for too long under construction because, one, this is a big area. There already isn't that much to do at Animal Kingdom. So from a standpoint of managing crowds, you would lose all of your character meet and greets unless they moved them somewhere else. Then you would also lose Dinosaur and Triceratops Spin, and then all of these games, which, you know, games are games, but still, all of this stuff has a method. It provides, you know, other things for people to do while they're here. Yeah, if you're going to be here in the next, I would say, at least the rest of this year, come out and take a look at this. Because, again, it's going to be here for a minute. It's not like they're... The way they're talking is like they're tearing this thing down tomorrow, and it's not going to happen. I mean, depending on how much land they decide to use, I mean, there's a lot of things that they can do with this. I mean, if you think about it, it starts like right here and goes all the way that way. You could even go all the way to the Rivers of Light Arena. Oh, squirrel. Don't touch those things. You'll be in the ER getting your rabies shots. But while I'm here, I want to show something too. This is the old tap styles for Rivers of Light. There's also a set over on the other side. They had two entrances, one over there, one here. All of this was built for Rivers of Light, which is a shame that this is just sitting here as wasted space right now. I mean, they built all of this for a show that was a great show, and it just is one of the damn things of 2020, you know. The more and more we get away from that, the more and more I'm like, they just use 2020 as a way to cheapen everything down, lessen the experience, and charge more. I mean, there's no other way around it. But look at this. It's a beautiful amphitheater. And it sat, I think they said, close to 5,700 people. So basically they do 2 shows a night. So that's 10,000, 11,000 people this would take care of. You know, give them something entertaining to do at the end of the day. I've seen Rivers of Light a handful of times. I loved it. Great show. But all of the if you've never seen it, all of the I can't call them barges, but they were like lotus flowers, and they had boats. A lot of moving set pieces, basically. They had light up animals that looked like they were created out of like paper mache, even though they weren't, but that was the illusion they gave. But everything would come out of here from the back storage lot, and this was all done by, you know, radio control computers and that. They would all move around the lagoon in a light show, and then in the center at the end they had this big pagoda that would come up, and it had fire that came off of it. And while they did that, everything was moving around. There were fountains and everything. And then way out there where that gap is, there were two big arcs, or water spray arcs, that they would spray across, and that would create a water screen. And then on that water screen were images and projections. And then they even, they must have taken them out, because even around through here they had little pieces in the water that would spray up like a half semicircle, like a fan of water that they could project, put projections on. If you've seen Rivers of Light, put a comment below, let me know what you thought of it. If you haven't seen it, also let me know. But I feel like if they're gonna move Animal Kingdom into one of these all-day parks again, they have to get a nighttime show going. And if they want to take the stress off of the other parks, they got to start keeping Animal Kingdom open till 10 or 11 like they used to. And then they need a nighttime show. I mean, that was the whole point of Avatar when they built Pandora. That was a big announcement. Animal Kingdom's going to be a full-day park now. It's going to be open into the night. You know, Kilimanjaro Safaris used to go all the way to close almost. They had a special light package on all of the vehicles where you could ride at night, and you'd see a lot of animal activity because a lot of them are active at nighttime. So tons and tons of things to do here. They also had an after-hours party along with all the other parks, and because of Pandora it was successful. But that was one of the big advertisements for Pandora's. Come experience Pandora at night and experience the bioluminescence. You know, that was one of the main reasons for Pandora. But yeah, unfortunately now for people that come here, unless you are going during the months of November to March, before the time change, you won't see it unless they start keeping Animal Kingdom open later. But now with the time change, it doesn't start getting dark till 7:45 now, 8 o'clock. We won't see Pandora at night again till November of later this year. But look at all this. All of this was built and designed. Everything you see around here was built for Rivers of Light. And then, of course, there's the theming of one of the best attractions ever built, Everest straight ahead. I mean, that's Joe Rohde's masterpiece, along with this park. That man is a brilliant architect, designer, Imagineer. While we're here, let's just see. Let's see if Single Ride Air is open for Expedition Everest. It's been a minute since we've ridden this. 10-minute standby. Single rider open. Hell yeah. Oh, here we go.
When the camera shot in, and when we go forward, I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Look at this.
Oh
yeah. Ruh-roh. Oh, Jesus. That was a cool view. Oh, we got new shirts. Love the Expedition Everest shirts. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's kind of neat too. Too bad that's a chick's shirt. Damn it. That's a cool shirt, man. It's got all the different patches and Expedition Everest. Yeah, that's a great shirt. Man, I don't know if the camera picked that up, but that gentleman was doing some fine crop dusting. He's just walking along, hands behind his back. And I'm like, it sounded like a freaking sewer was backing up. No. No, definitely not a sewer. There they are. You hit that freaking corner, you're almost completely sideways right there. I will say this, the car that you sit in, front or back, gives you completely different rides. Front car, you go faster going backwards because the back or the front becomes the back becomes the front, but you're a little bit slower going forwards because you got to wait for the ass end of the train to catch up. Ass end of the train, faster going forwards, slower going backwards. Pretty neat. Whatever fits your thrill level, plop your ass in the appropriate seat. I mean, since we're over here, I mean, you have to do Kali River Rapids, right? Right? It's a little warm out. Why not? Why not? Let's have some fun with this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, that's a big one. Got his camera out. There must be nothing that's going to happen. Nothing. Here we go. Oh, God. Okay. That was terrible. It's fine. I got a little wet. Not terrible. Kind of a little moist, little damp there. My gosh. That was awesome. I was in a decent spot, but hey, I love riding that ride with people who have never ridden it before. It's so much fun because when you get up to that waterfall or you go down the waterfall, they're like, holy shit! Look how there's nobody at the parks. They're empty. Where did everybody go? It's 11 a.m. You could totally do this. Is how those people sell the grift on some of these other vlog sites where they do this for clicks. They'll come through at like this time of day and be like, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. There's nobody here. I'll have to go see this show one time. This is a great show. Festival of Lion King. It's fantastic. Where did the crowds go? They've gone away. Oh my gosh. 20 minutes. Yes, please. We'll do a quick 20-minute jaunt down Navi River. Yeah, look at everybody running. Everybody's panicking, getting in lightning lane. Like, you don't need it right now. You literally do not need it. It's a waste. This is such a cool queue. Yeah, look at this. Nobody in the freaking queue at all. Nobody. Yeah. Party in one, row one. Heck yeah, watch this. I'll take that. Man. People gotta stop that. Unbelievable. talk when I get off this ride. We gotta talk. Alright, always a fun ride, Navi River. Alright, we gotta get out here and I'm gonna chat for a minute. I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all, with the cameras that are out now, especially the iPhones and everything is meant to function in low light. You absolutely do not, I'll say it one more time, do not need that dumbass flash on. In fact, you wanna get punched in the face on a ride by somebody that's a first timer that's having their experience ruined by that, keep doing that. Keep doing that. You know what a flash is good for? Things 3 to 5 feet in front of you. Like it happens all the time here. People get on these dark rides and they turn that ridiculous light on, and it illuminates the entire thing. And I'm telling you, it's completely obnoxious. It's just like if you're on dark rides. Tower of Terror, perfect example. The other night, a woman got on, had a light up necklace on, and of course not like dim lights, bright white lights. It was a Yoda light up necklace. Lit the entire cabin up on Tower of Terror. You could see all the illusions. Wrecked the whole experience. I mean, it's still a fun ride. All the drops in that were awesome, but you could see everything. You could see how they created all the illusions. I felt bad for the people in the car. You could tell they were all looking at each other like, why doesn't this woman turn these damn things off? But yeah, you could see 100% of everything. So again, don't be a dumbass. Think about the people around you. Don't wear lighted necklaces on dark rides, and don't use that damn flash on your cell phone. It's easy. It's easy. With that, the park is closed. It's time to ski-daddle. I'll see you all out in the parking lot. Well, that was fun. I had a good time walking around Animal Kingdom. You know, it's interesting when you look at Dino Land and what they're potentially going to do with it. It's a good question for the comments and everybody else in the peanut gallery. Do you think this is going to happen? I mean, it looks like the construction permits are filed, so it's probably a go. It's just a matter of when. Keep in mind, everybody's getting excited. Again, should we be excited? Yeah, but I think it's one of those where you got to kind of take it easy on the excitement level, because look at Tron. It got announced in 2017, and I think they started breaking ground and moving dirt in 2019. You know, so, because there was a while there where people are like, is this even going to happen? You know, because it was announced and nothing was happening, because people were like a couple of days after D23 going straight over and riding the people mover, like we should start seeing dirt being moved real soon for Tron, and nothing was happening. So, you know, hopefully they'll keep their pedal to the metal on this and get this done, because again, you're going to have to compete with Epic Universe next year, and that's going to be it's going to be real interesting to see what happens next year with Disney and Epic Universe. I am very curious to see how this plays out. You know, as far as I don't know about the theming. I just don't understand how Coco and Encanto, even Indiana Jones, fits in Animal Kingdom. I mean, I could see maybe a little bit, maybe Indiana Jones. The rest of them, I'm not sure. What I wish they would do is get back to the roots and keep Animal Kingdom similar to Epcot. If you want to put IP, you got Hollywood Studios and you got Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom. Leave Epcot and Animal Kingdom to the imagination. Like Figment, imagination. Like, why can't they just build, like, honestly, how cool would a rainforest type land be? You know, you could have a couple water attractions, because let's face it, in Florida, you can never have enough water rides. It's freaking warm down here. And you could build, I mean, there's so many ideas that you could do with that. You could put a spinner ride, like, you know, like Triceratops spin, and do it like one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, and have water spray at it and have it be interactive. You could do an outdoor-indoor roller coaster. You could definitely could do a boat ride, or a couple of them. I mean, there's so many things that you could do with that, but I feel like they're stuck in this gear that we have to do everything IP. Everything's got to be IP. No, it doesn't. It's really sad when the last ride that was the last ride to be built on Disney property that had nothing to do with intellectual properties was was Expedition Everest in 2006. You know, that's been almost 20 years. It's like Expedition Everest, yeah, it'll be 20 years coming up in another 3 years, or no, 2 years, which is crazy to think about. But, you know, it's like, use your freaking imagination. That's what makes Disney far apart than everybody else, is that whole wow factor. You know, like, wow, I can't believe they could do this. This is incredible. But now they're theming everything after everything, and it's kind of ruining not only the integrity of the park, but it's, I feel like, you're not allowing the Imagineers to do what they do best, and that's come up with these amazing creations that, you know, that you can only find here. Because as things get more and more expensive, you know, Cedar Point, Six Flags, and the rest of them, even Dollywood, you know, if you don't start separating yourself, people are like, well, I'll just go to one of these other parks. I mean, Dollywood is coming up the ranks really fast. You know, it's a beautiful park. And even Busch Gardens, like Busch Gardens Williamsburg and Tampa, they got some really cool stuff. SeaWorld even. So it's like, and then of course Universal's in its own ballpark now with Epic Universe and that, but and it shows they can do stuff without IP. Celestial Park and Epic Universe is the perfect example. It's going to be a center hub of the theme park, themed to astrology, the stars, astronomy, all that kind of stuff. Even the roller coaster and the rides, Constellation Carousel, Starfall Racers, they can do this. So bring that back. Would you stop putting everything after a damn intellectual property? I know that's probably what everybody's going for these days, but man, you think that you generate excitement with Encanto and all that. Like, imagine something completely thought up out of nowhere. It would be awesome. So come on, Disney, I know you can do it. Well, I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the coming weeks to months to even years, as far as this edition slight expansion is going to go. We'll talk more about it in the future. Lots more to come. I will see you all very soon. I hope you're having a fantastic week. Let's get ready for some March Madness. First four around the corner. I'll be watching those for sure. And then in a couple days, the field of 64 will be set. And we'll be all ready to go on Thursday right around noon. And you can believe we'll be watching and following through the vlog. So have a fantastic evening. I'll see you all again very soon. Main Street Fire Rescue is out of service. And never apologize for being patriotic. Screw 'em.